Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers defeated Antwerp by 4-3. What the hell have I just watched? Go home football, you're drunk. That was an amazing match. I mean, it was incredible. I had absolutely everything, and at times when you thought that you knew how it was going to end up, it went the other way. I'm struggling to get my head around it, to be honest. The gaffer made a couple of changes. Ryan Kent and Ryan Jack dropped to the bench, which I think were the major ones. And in the first half, although Rangers I thought had a lot of control, I thought that the front, the three players who'd come in, Kemar Roofe, Alfredo, and Scott Arfield, took a wee while to get back into it, which is understandable. They'll be a wee bit rusty after their layoffs for various reasons. But even so, Rangers took the lead. The Antwerp goalkeeper, who looked, shall we say, a real one, a real wild one, as the song goes, he came storming out of his box. Lovely touch from Alfie, actually, to just nick it back to Joe Aribo, who rolled it home into the empty net for 1-0. And at that point, Rangers looked as though we were a certain control. I thought Glenn Kamara in the middle of the park, Stephen Davis were beginning to grab a hold of it, although Ruth looked miles off it. James Tavernier, though, went in for a block tackle and ended up having to go off after a few minutes of trying to run it off. And is that not just sod's law? You know, when we've had a right-back cover, he's never been injured, and then tonight he gets injured. Hopefully it's nothing serious. You never know, though. And with Tav, you would assume that it would have to be something serious for him to even consider going off. So at that stage, Rangers in control though, looking good. Leon Balogun came on, and then haywire the last couple of minutes of the first half. First of all, the referee in that first half was disgraceful. I honestly couldn't believe what I was watching. Back in the old days, if you're my age, when you used to draw a team behind the Iron Curtain, you would turn up to play the game and the referee would be wearing a fur coat and a brand new watch, and you wouldn't get a decision all night. And it felt like that in that first half. There was a shocking tackle on Tav early doors, no booking. There was another tackle by Delate later on in the half, goes right through the player, no booking. And then Borna Barisic, a bit late in the tackle, booking. From that free kick, though, Rangers don't mark. Borna loses his man and the boy heads it in from about 15 yards, which is never a good look to lose a goal. And then came the most disgraceful penalty decision I think I've ever seen against Rangers, where Stephen Davis is standing, his foot taps the boy on the ankle, the boy leaps like a salmon in the air, the ref falls for it. We have VAR. What's the point of VAR if VAR doesn't go, here, come and have a look at this on the monitor? But we somehow end up going in at 2-1 down. And I wanted Rangers to be angry by the injustice, and they did. They came out at the start of the second half. Kemar Roofe had to go off an injury. Ryan Kent came on, and Kent was really good. He gave us that wee bit extra. And Rangers were driving on, and I think looking, like the more threatening side and the more likely to do it. And VAR came to our assistance with a penalty decision. Clear pull on Alfie. Again, I thought the ref should have sent the guy off. It's no attempt to play the ball. It's a tug in the box. He should have been off, but he wasn't. And from there, Rangers, Borna Barisic stepped up. Decent penalty because it went in, but the keeper might have done a bit better. He ended up having to go off after doing the splits, and to be fair, there isn't a man alive who watched that and didn't go oof because it looked Açorian. And then somehow they took the lead. They went 3-2 up. They came forward. Boy had a lazy kind of shot from the edge of the box, and somehow it drifted perfectly into the corner. They were having one of those nights. Any and they hit seemed to be going in at the back of the net, and I couldn't believe that we were 3-2 down and we conceded 3 goals to this lot. But Rangers, to our eternal credit, pushed forward, kept going, and then Ryan Kent with a delicious goal. Just lovely 1-2 with Alfie on the edge of the box. And by the way, that's the Alfie that we've been missing. When people have said, he's not scoring goals, it's that. It's all of that wee thing that maybe doesn't look that impressive because you're watching the amazing skill from Ryan Kent, but it all adds up. Same with the first goal for Aribo, but then lovely footwork from Ryan Kent and a great finish. And he had a chance straight away to make it 4-3 when he was clean through in the keeper, but his low shot was saved by the keeper's foot. And then literally from that, they went up the other end, and there was Alan McGregor to make the exact same stop from the exact same chance at the other end. And by this stage, you didn't know what was going to happen. Rangers carve another chance. It's a decent chance. Ryan Kent has a shot. It breaks off the defender and goes out for a corner. Ryan Kent isn't shouting for anything. I didn't notice anything. But the ref immediately, second yellow to the boy, points to the spot for a penalty for handball. And Rangers have a penalty. So I don't know if we spoke to him at half-time and gave him a better watch, but we would take it. Borna with a brilliant penalty, because that was a precious penalty. And we win 4-3. There's no doubt what's the game that's going on the highlight shows all over Europe tonight. I'll tell you that. It'll be this one. But I'm just pleased. I think we'll do this, and we'll buy a few at Ibrox. I don't think they're that good, and I think that we'll absolutely battle them. But this is a Scottish team going to Belgium and scoring 4 goals. That doesn't happen, okay? That hasn't been happening in Europe for years, and we should be very proud of our side. We wanted more attacking spark. We got it tonight. We want the defence to get back in line. But it was just a tremendous game of football. We've come out the right side of it. This team has got spirit and a winning mentality. We've said it all season, and that's why when I know that we as fans are panickers at times, we shouldn't be, because this they've got cojones, I think. So on to Dundee United on Sunday. Heart and Hand will be sponsoring that match. We're the official match sponsors for the game, so we get to pick the man of the match and whatnot. So keep your eyes peeled for Heart and Hand on the screen. I'll be back to report on it in one of these wee videos. Until then, stay safe, have a wonderful weekend. Try and get your head back. Like me, I'm going to go and sit down and try and work out what the hell I just witnessed. And I'll talk to you again after the Dundee United match. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.